you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney House. I'm the CEO of The Creator, and today I wanted to start a new series called The Vision. And I came up with this concept because I was posting on Instagram trying to give folks some inspiration about what I do behind the scenes and stuff like that. And you know, as of lately, I've been getting a lot of comments asking, Whitney, what's your process? What's your thought process? And you know, what's the journey? Give me the journey. You know what? Let me just bring it onto my YouTube channel. So here we are. Today I'm going to be discussing a pair of Nike Blazers that I created maybe a couple of weeks ago. The beginning to end stages of the sneaker. So let's just jump right into it. So the beginning stages of this sneaker was that I started off with the Nike wristband, which is the sock part of the sneaker. So I just literally, I was in Models, I seen it, I was like, oh, I love this color, let me just pick it up. So I just literally picked it up. I didn't really have a vision for it. I just picked it up. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Later on, I went to the Goodwill. And I just so happened, I'm a girl that goes to the Goodwill and see what's in there and see if they got anything cute. Okay, listen, my coins be tight, so I'm a Goodwill kind of shopper, honey. So don't be hating. Anyhow, I found these Nike Blazers. And I was like, oh, these are cute. These are cute. Let me check these out. Then come to find out, they wasn't even my size, child. They was not your girl's size. So I was like, you know what? It's all good. It's all gravy. I'm still going to pick them up because guess what? They was $9.99. Yes, I said $9.99. So I was like, you know what? You know what? I'm picked them up. Cash me out. Cash your girl out. So I picked them up and I just had them. I had them laying around. I had somewhat of a vision for them, but I was just like, okay, let me just throw them in the closet, and when I'm fully ready to work on them, I'll work on them. A week before I was about to work on them, I seen this color wave. I seen this sneaker color wave, and I was like, yo, like I think I could operate off this color scheme. Like, this color scheme is dope. Like, that's how I came up with the color scheme. I wanted to go for a very vibrant and colorful theme because that's just who I am. Definitely a neon green, a neon yellow, a neon orange. You name it, anything neon, anything vibrant, that's me. Okay, it's your girl. The process of me actually sitting down and actually doing the sneaker, it's a whole nother storyline. Okay, yes, I collect all this inspiration. I'm like, yes, this is cute, this is that. And when I tell ya, when it takes me a while to actually do stuff. It takes me a while to actually do stuff because I'm usually self-doubting. I'm usually sitting here like, this might come out ugly, people may not like it, this may not be the best color, because again, I'm visualizing all this stuff in my head. It's not a physical product yet. It's all in my head, and I'm sitting there trying to make sure that I figured out everything in my head first before I actually sit down, which is literally the most complex thing that you could probably think of, because you don't know what it's going to turn out to be. You just see it, but you don't see, like, it's not physically here, so you actually have to do it physically. So that I have to go through all that. Okay, I usually start off with one foot first, because in the past when I've done other sneakers, it literally, me trying to do both sneakers at the same time, child, it is an epic fail. So I'm realizing, listen, this is a word for somebody. Start where you are and then work your way up. Don't try to do everything at one time. So I usually start with the left foot. The first step is mix the colors to the T. Like, I literally have to mix the colors to the T. And that part itself, because this sneaker has so many different color schemes, child, was a process. I went to Parsons. If you guys don't know, I went to Parsons, the New School for Design, and I took a course called color theory. So you literally have to have certain color schemes have to be on point, child. It literally has to be on point. You have to mix a little bit of white, a little bit of blue, a little bit of black. Like, it's a whole science to it. Then the next step was actually painting. That's the fun part. Now the fun part is actually painting, because that's when I get lost. I'm like in La La Land. I'm like, woo, woo, Woo! Yay! Okay. Now the next step was to actually get the Nike wristband on the actual sneaker. Now that was a process, because I was like, okay, Whitney, what you finna do? How you finna put this on? I'm always trying to find ways to make it happen. So I was like, okay, what kind of thread do I need? You know, what colors go well? What color thread goes well with this color sneaker? Because I like to look at everything as a whole, like not just one part, but everything as a whole. So how well does it look? Does it look good? Does it not look good? Is that too bright? That's a good way to actually see. It's like making a painting. You know, it's like literally a painting. Like you literally have to sit and mesh each color together and see what color works well, what doesn't work well. So your girl did. I start, you know, threading and all that good stuff, the stuff that I really don't like. I don't like threading, y'all. Now the part of the sneaker that no one really pays attention to, or you know, whatever. So the reason I start with the left foot and I do all the eras, because I know by the time I get to the right foot, I can now perfect the whole craft. So with this left sneaker, there was so many problems, there were so many issues that I came across. The top part of the sneaker, I had dye. I went to go start sewing. The wristband started to get dye on it. And I was like, yo, what? Like, why would this, like, how is this happening? How is this happening? Like, why would this ever happen to me? As I'm creating, I'm getting tight, because I'm like, yo, like, I need this to be perfect, because that's, in my mind too, I'm a perfectionist. So in my mind, like, everything has to be perfected, everything has to be done well. But that's the thing, that's the reason why I do the left foot, so that way when I get to the right foot, we good. Like, you know, but still I want to make sure it's perfected, y'all. I want to make sure it's perfected. Then I had to do measurements around how long the actual neon green string was going to be around the actual sneaker, and so I had to make sure that the composition of the actual lace looked well, like it looks good. Okay, it has to look good. Okay, next step was actually putting the laces in. So the laces were a pair of sneakers that I had years ago, a pair of Adidas that I had years ago. They sent me extra laces with the sneaker. So I was like, oh, these are perfect laces. So everything is coming together. The color scheme, the Nike swoosh, the Nike wristband, the neon green laces, all that stuff is now coming together as a masterpiece. Next step, child. See now y'all don't see none of this stuff. Y'all see a finished product on Instagram and it looks cute. Okay, so now the next step is actually getting product shots, actually making it look good, making sure that the viewer is seeing it and they're like, yo, this is fire. Like, wow, Whitney, like, you did your thing. So now your girl has to pull out her professional camera, shoot the actual product, okay, and then bring that actual product. First of all, I had to take a few shots. So your girl took over at least 20 or 30 pictures. Take that picture, bring it over to Photoshop. I now have to like edit the photo, make sure it looks just delicious. Basically, it has to be looking delicious. Do that. Finally, I'm satisfied with it. The contrast, everything is on point. Finally, I get to now airdrop that from my laptop over to my phone, and now I present it to the world and pray to God that you guys like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally how the process goes. That's literally the start to finish vision. And sometimes, you know, for me as an artist, I struggle a lot with just having self-doubt and just feeling like, oh my God, is anyone gonna like it? Is anyone, and not to say that controls how I do a lot of things, but it does play a huge role as an artist. Like, you're presenting it to the world. It's not like it's for me. Like, if it's for me, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cute. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. But now I'm presenting it to the whole world, child. That's a whole thing. Like, you have to literally be sitting there like, yo, like, what if you get one like, sis? Like, what if somebody be like, yo, these are trash? Like, and which I ain't gonna hold y'all. I do be having some weird Instagram people who come online and be like, ooh, this is ugly, I don't like it. And that's fine. To each his own. That's on you. But that I don't allow that to like dem me or make me feel bad, because I look at the positive opposed to the negative. But it's still a process of feeling like, dang, like, you know, is this gonna, like, how are people going to view this? And for the most part, people loved it. Let's give it a clap. People loved it, and that is literally how I'm like, that makes me feel like, yo, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. And that's literally how I just been doing. I start from, you know, it started off with me just getting a Nike wristband to now posting it on Instagram. That's literally the start to finish from every area of me creating these sneakers. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we're going to be having more of these. We're going to be having more of the vision behind the scenes of, like, you know, the thought process of, like, my creations and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in the next video.